Hi everyone, welcome back to It's Written in the Cards Tarot. I'm Hillary and I'm back with another reading as promised. I am coming back to you with a special reading. I wanted to take a look at what they are not telling you. What is going on behind the scenes. And this could be for your feminine or masculine. This is whoever your counterpart is. So this is what they are not telling you is going on, like I said, under the radar, behind the scenes, okay? And part of the reason I wanted to do that is I was going to come on and do one of my little food for thought videos, and I, sort of meditate on what I want to share. And I, typically I always get a message like, okay, this is what I need to share, and, it comes very easy. But I've kind of been, scrambled in my thoughts today, but I was able to narrow it down because there were some of these messages that really hit me. And so I wanted to focus this reading around, what they're not telling you. And really what it is that it's about honesty and transparency and being able to speak the truth and, just not always, keeping, because let me think about how I want to say this. The thing that is, I want people to understand is I feel like some people who have a tendency to, not that they lie, but they omit details or omit certain facts about, situations or people, what have you. That to me is still not being honest. Even if you withhold information and you're not being, 100% forthright, I feel like that too is also a level of dishonesty. So I really feel that as we come into these, unions, and as we try to come together in the 3D and the physical, I really know for myself personally, this is a hurdle I want to get over because I also am dishonest. And I will be the first to admit that, because I am dishonest in that I have not spoken some truths about my feelings and how I have had a difficult time with certain things that have played out. And I've been afraid to, to say anything because there's so little communication. And obviously, when we get those times to communicate with our twin, our counterpart, we don't want to spend it fighting, and we don't want to, just be unhappy and miserable the whole time. It's, so it's so great to finally hear from them or be able to speak with them or be with them or whatever. So I understand. However, as I've said in some of my previous videos, after they leave and you don't say anything, then you feel, I know I do, I feel like a liar. I feel like I was a fake. I was not being authentic, and I wasn't, being fully transparent either. So, and I want to get on their ass all the time for not telling me the truth about situations. However, in my own way, I'm doing the same thing, even though I don't have a karmic, even though I'm not, lying and sneaking around or whatever, it's like there's a level of dishonesty. So as we come into these connections, I really hope that we all try to work on speaking our truth and being honest and having a connection where, regardless of what it is, even if it upsets the other person, because I tell my daughter this all the time, she, will lie to me because she doesn't want to disappoint me. She doesn't want to hurt me. She doesn't want me to be upset with her. But what ends up happening is I find out anyway, and then when I do find out, I'm even more mad knowing that she lied to me and didn't tell me the truth. Because yes, the truth hurts, but lies hurt worse. Because you're trying to process and deal with your emotions and respond to something, you know, thinking it's one way. You think this is the truth. You think, okay, so then you're trying to go, all right, well, this is the situation. This is what happened. Can I get past this? Okay, I'm going to try to heal this. Only to learn and find out later that, well, that wasn't even the truth. So now you have to go back and, you know, reprocess all over again. And it just opens up old wounds. And, you know, really it's just an awful thing. So I always tell her, you know, you will have, Vivian, you will have so much more success, you know, with your life and with me, if you just tell me the truth. I said, yes, I might be upset, and yes, I might be disappointed, but I would rather you tell me the truth, because we can always deal with whatever it is, you know, and I tell her that even if I get upset or mad or disappointed or whatever, I want her to know that she can come to me and tell me anything, because even if she doesn't tell me everything, I want her to just know and feel that I will be there to support her in the best and worst of times regardless. So that's how I want my twin to feel too. I want my twin to feel that I'm not going to judge them. I'm not going to hurt them because they open up. I'm not going to betray them, you know, if they expose you know, secrets or how they really feel. It's all of that. So we want to create that safe, you know, space for our counterpart to come in and feel like they can be honest and be vulnerable. And, you know, that both of us, both people can come into it and really start a foundation that is not built on lies and secrets, and as Cindy G would say, built on fucking Legos. Because, man, that is a real bummer to find out later that a foundation you built was really just a fucking house of cards, just waiting for somebody, some brush of wind or brush of a hand or something to just knock it all over. So anyway, that's what I'm focusing this reading around, is what aren't they telling you is, you know, going on currently. And I just wanted to also read a couple of quotes about honesty, just to give you some food for thought. But I thought they were pretty profound and really made me think about what honesty means to me, and truth, and my own honesty, you know, being honest with myself. So yeah, hopefully that will give you guys some, you know, something to think about as well. Okay. So one of the quotes that I have, is, "It is better to disappoint with the truth than to appease with a lie." Exactly what I was just saying. I love this one as well. The most free person in the world is the one who has nothing to hide. Man, I mean, if that isn't the truth, how in the world can we possibly feel light and feel free and feel like we can really soar with any sort of success when we are weighed down, burdened, cloaked in lies and, you know, half-truths, whether we tell them to ourselves or to other people. So, you know, if you can just be honest and just say, you know, this is how it is, good or bad, and, you know, really allow yourself to be human, because we're never going to be perfect. We're never going to always do the right thing at the right time. But if you can always just, you know, speak your truth, I mean, even if somebody gets mad or doesn't speak to you or wants to hold it against you, I have a quote for that too, and I'm going to read it. I'm going to find it. Oh my gosh. I love it. Yes. Okay, here it is. Okay, just on that thought here, it says, the only people who are mad at you for speaking the truth are those people who are living a lie. Wow. That was, I was thinking, wow, if that is not, if that is not the truth. I mean, why would somebody want to not speak with you, you know, stay mad, hold a grudge, whatever it is, if you are just being truthful, speaking from your heart? No one should ever hold that against you. And, you know, even if they don't like hearing it, it might be hard to hear, they're still going to, you know, receive you kindly, and they're still going to react, you know, in a way that isn't going to make you feel badly for speaking the truth. However, when somebody's lying and you call them out and you speak the truth, damn right they're going to get mad. Damn right they're going to be pissed that you're confronting them. Damn right they're going to ignore you after that, because how dare you, you know, confront me on my lies. So it's interesting. I just thought, wow, that is so true. I love this one. It says, be honest with people about who you are and what you want and how you expect to be treated. Standards only scare off the people not meant for you. So yeah, that is also true. I've lost many friends because I have been honest, and not in a bad way, but I feel that I really just, I don't hide in front of my friends. I know that is one thing. I can admit when I am doing something wrong. I can admit when I show up and maybe not 100%, and I do things sometimes that hurt other people, but I'm always willing to admit that, yes, I will accept responsibility. I will admit my strengths, my weaknesses. You know, speaking the truth is just, it's very important to me. And I love this one. It says, characterize people by their actions, and you will never be fooled by their words. And I'll leave it at that, because there's some more good ones, but I want to get to the reading. But yes, remember, don't be fooled, you know, by people's actions. I've always, I mean, I think that's a tried and true concept, is that, you know, people's actions speak way louder than their words. And I really now, as an adult, you know, just the quality and the kind of people I want in my life and I want to surround myself with, those are the ones that really go out of their way to participate in an equal give and take. It's not just me going on Facebook trying to like all their photos and get attention. So they may, you know, private message me or something and say, hey, let's get together. Or they'll post a comment like, hey, you know, yeah, let's get together. And then you never hear from them again. They don't even know your phone number. So I want people who really want to talk with me on the phone. I want people who really want to visit with me in person. I don't want to have a relationship just on Facebook or just on social media, or that's the only way we can be friends. And I have to say that I did an experiment when I got off Facebook, because I was, you know, had a habit of checking my twin and all the crap that was going on. And, you know, I was just driving myself crazy with that nonsense. I was like, okay, I have to stop this, and I'm going to take a break from Facebook and see what happens. See how many people reach out going, hey, I miss you. What happened? I don't know that one, not one. And I was like, wow, you know, it really goes to show you that, you know, the people that want to be in your life and want to show up for you and want to do that, they will take the action. They're not just going to talk about it. They're going to be about it. So that's all I'm going to say. Hopefully that helped you in some way. So let's get to the cards. So I'm going to start with this stack here. I used just, like I said, a variety of different decks to sort of clarify, you know, what's happening. So I'm going to turn it over now and see what's there. So, all right. And I will show you what all these, what these cards are, okay? Interesting. Oh my goodness. You know, it never ceases to amaze me with cards that come out and they have the same word or the same, you know, and I'm just pulling them, you know, they just at random. So I love it. Who is that guy? Yeah. Okay. Nice. Okay. All right. So first card here, this is from my Twin Flame deck. So whatever they're not telling you, this definitely has something to do with their material world. The material world, it's something that within their foundation, and that's clear because at the bottom of my Psychic Tarot here from John Holland, this bottom of the deck card is foundation and achievements. And so something about their foundation, whatever is happening, is changing. It has to do, there's definitely something in their environment that is changing. They're dealing with, and I think it definitely has to do with karma. This is at the bottom of my Divine Masculine and Feminine Reunited deck. So somebody is dealing with some karma in a foundation, in a home. Yeah, definitely within their family and tribe of people. It has to do with, I mean, I definitely would say this could have to do with a marriage, you know, some sort of commitment. What is at the heart of the matter is the union that you have with this person that is also playing a part in whatever is being affected. So I think that really is at the heart of it. And I'll show you the card here. This is so beautiful, but this was at the bottom of the deck. This is my Wisdom of the, or God, what is that? Yeah, Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. Thank you. So yeah, that's the card there. But is that not the most beautiful card? Oh my gosh. I love it. I just want to be teleported to that place with my twin and wear those clothes and just, you know, I don't know, live in that fantasy land for a while with dragons and castles and all that stuff. So yeah, that's at the bottom of that deck. So the next cards here, and I'm going to pull this out. Yeah, this is so interesting. Okay. So in that same deck that I was just showing you, the card that came out, and notice, here's what's interesting. Notice that this creature, well, I guess it's a man. It's a man in a suit of armor or whatever, but note that he's wearing a mask. You cannot see him. So, and it says the Metal King, and it says discipline, armor, boundaries. So when I look here and I see this card, which says authority, so that, you know, feels like justice. It feels like somebody possibly in the court system. It's somebody either of legal authority, spiritual authority, something, yeah, some sort of authority figure is causing some sort of disruption in the material world for this person. So what is happening is they are having to really protect themselves right now, because I feel that with this armor and the mask that they're under attack. I feel that whoever this is definitely having to create boundaries because they may not have had healthy boundaries with people. So now they have to really be disciplined about setting up those, those restrictions, those boundaries, and really put their foot down, because they haven't done that before. And so they're practicing, self-care. They're taking the time out to really honor themselves and give to themselves. And, they see now that they haven't really been, good to themselves, truthful to themselves, because I think a lot of these people, whoever, this person is dealing with in the material world, they've sort of allowed, those in their life to walk all over them. And, they, again, this idea that you have to people please, and, they're very, it's like their image, maintaining an image and an appearance. And at the end of the day, though, they don't make a lot of decisions for themselves. So this is about them practicing self-care and establishing those boundaries and having that discipline. And then look at what we have here. It's self-discipline. So I think this person has really had a hard time because in the past, they haven't had the discipline. They have not had the self-discipline to make the changes that they need to make, to say no to people, to, establish those boundaries and say, look, I will do this and this, but you're not going to do this, and I won't do this for you. And because at the bottom here, at the heart, that's what I meant, not the bottom, but at the heart of the matter, this person is not happy, and they are trying to figure out what is going to make them happy, what is going to fulfill them, what will create this abundant, happy, foundation. Because whatever foundation they are in right now, I feel like even though there's been a lot of achievements, there's something that has broken down. There's something that has built up, and this person has been wearing a mask. And the reason I say that is there's a mask here and there's a mask here. So whoever this person is, and it almost looks like they're dancing in hell. I don't know why I say that, but it's like, even though they're little white dancers or something, it's pretty red. And it looks pretty fiery down there. So maybe I don't know. And this person's dark. So it's interesting because I feel that there's been so much discontentment that this person is sort of black, is sort of faceless, and doesn't know who they are. So they're trying to get back to a place of self-care and learning about themselves again. Whatever is happening, they are really having to take a deep look at themselves. Okay, let's just put it that way. And so, this card here, I feel like it's a message from Spirit to them, is that, make no judgments. It's easy to cast judgments and to have resentments towards people. It's funny because I look at this card and there's all these different people, like, there's one here, one here, one here, one here. I feel like that's how this person is, like, kind of right in the middle. And I feel like has all these different things coming at them. And they really just, want to sort of react. And they are learning, though, with self-discipline, that it's better not to make, swift actions in the heat of the moment. It's better to take a step back and really process things before making any major moves, okay? And this card here, it says, respectful. So I think, again, what they are trying to do is being respectful to themselves and respectful to the other people involved in this situation. I do want to read this, though. This card here is God of Protection, Anubis. Yeah, but he looks like he works out, but clearly he does some ab crunches, but he looks pretty serious and really and then he's got the little, I don't know if those are wolf dogs or I'm not sure, a wolf dog. That doesn't make any sense, Hillary. But I'm not sure what these they look like wolves. I guess, little coyotes or something, but yeah, he's ready to defend himself. He's pretty serious and I feel like is taking a stand, and it says, God of protection. So whatever this person has built, whatever foundation and achievements, it's being put at risk right now. So this person is feeling threatened and they are really making an effort right now to protect what is theirs. That's really the message that I get. So, but I just wanted to, because for some reason I'm feeling called to read or see who that person, what it says in here. Okay. Yeah. And it definitely, whoever this is somebody in a masculine energy. But it says, I have stepped forward today to extend to you some healing energies of alchemy surrounding the state of the masculine. I am an avatar of the protective nature of the masculine, and it sorrows me that the feminine feels so unfamiliar with this aspect of him. Many women in your time have not experienced the protection of the men around her enough times for it to be the connection she runs at the forefront of her mind. I extend a loving embrace to her and hear her cries of pain. I am affiliated with the energy of balance along with protection. So I now bring our attention back to the fact that for every wounding experienced by one side, the other has a mirrored wound. Wow. That's really interesting. It has hurt the feminine to feel the oh my gosh, you guys, this is, okay. I had no idea. I knew there was a reason I had to read this card. It says, it has hurt the feminine to feel the abandonment and feelings of not being supported, and it has also hurt the masculine himself. The forebearers of this were living from their shadow side. The members of the patriarchy who created this energy did so out of fear and were not tapping into the true essence of themselves or source. This was painful for them. It created a template that continued on for some time, and the ones that did not conform to this behavior and continued being protective and tender have been left to deal with the fallout. Many men carry subconscious guilt and shame and have been told by society that men hurt women and are not to be trusted. This is a cross that many innocent men have had to bear. Wow, that is amazing. So for all of you, though, who are feminines, if this indeed is your masculine, what that is saying is that your masculine is feeling the pain of the abandonment and the leaving you unprotected, not standing up for you, not being there to support you. He is somehow experiencing that kind of situation in his own life, in the material world. So it's being mirrored back to him, and he's really feeling that pain. And I feel like whoever this is, they never wanted to be viewed as a person who would do this to somebody, especially to a woman. They always kind of, I think, felt that they were, you know, a good person, good in relationships, you know, took care of whoever they were with, but had no idea that whatever was happening was extremely painful and was very hurtful to the other person. So, yeah, wow, what messages. Eesh, that is really cool. Anubis, you are like my new favorite friend. I like that. I like that. Okay, so what are the next set of messages here? Let's see what we have. Oh, I love it. Okay. Yeah, I knew. Yeah, I had a feeling. Okay, sorry guys, I'm trying to read this here. I knew that was going to come out. When I was shuffling these cards, I'm just going to tell you, this guy who's chewing his nails and peeing his pants, he wanted to come out. And so here he is. So just so you know, whoever you're dealing with, this is what they do. This is what they do at night when they have to turn out the lights and really face themselves. They're going, holy shit, I am pissing my pants right now. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we have the sacral chakra. Nice. Oh my gosh, you guys. End of an era and recognition. Woo, man, there are some really meaty messages here, you guys. I knew it. I just knew. Gosh, where do I start? Okay, so whoever this person is that you're watching this for, they now have to take the lead in their own life and also in this connection. This card is a number 55, which is a 10. So it's like, this is signaling, you know, the end of a situation. And it's funny that we have the card end of an era, because 10 is the end, is before the beginning, before the Fool, before we start over. And, you know, we start at 1, we start at 0 point again. So I love this because, you know, this person is now moving out of their own way and not just taking the lead themselves, but I feel that they are also, because this card is at the bottom of the deck, it's the religion and spirituality. So whoever this person is, they are now, you know, embracing the idea of spirituality and religion. They are allowing that to move and guide them in a way that they were not allowing it before. I think this person was very, you know, intuitive and probably had a lot of, you know, signs, but they ignored them. So now they are willing to take the lead and move things in a new direction, because, you know, this whole foundation they have, I mean, they're dealing with karma, is now falling apart. So, yeah, I mean, look at that. I'm going to read too, because I think we should. There's something in that. But so in this situation, this person, whoever you're dealing with, what brought down the end of an era, what brought down their foundation and achievements is this. Okay, I'm going to put it like this because that's how I see it. So the reason it came crashing down was because, and is that not ironic that I've just started this video with honesty? So whoever this person is, they were not being honest. They were being deceitful. And because of the lies and the deceit that they, you know, continued to, you know, it's like it snowballed because I think it turned into one, you know, little thing, and then it was more and more and more, and it just became one huge, dishonest situation. Nobody in the situation was being honest. And I look at this guy, it's just, oh my gosh. What the person you're, dealing with, what they're dealing with is all the fear now. This is all the fear that has now built up over having to face the fact that they are guilty. So they are guilty for not being truthful, and they know they have to take responsibility now for their actions. And they have hurt people, but they know that at the heart of it, they really had this recognition about this sacred union. See? I love that. They've had a recognition. They've had, an enlightenment. And look at the moon. I love it. So I feel like this person really finally, the reason they know now why they were, doing these things that possibly were out of character for them was because, they felt guilty about straying from, their tribe, from risking their, foundation and achievements, because, they really realized that whatever situation they were in, it was not serving their highest good. It was not the best situation for them. It was not where their heart lied. And so now that things are coming to an end, they are practicing self-love now, because they have to build up their self-esteem again. They have to, build up themselves after, dealing with the fact that they really, they betrayed and lied to people they love. And when you love somebody, you shouldn't be lying to them. And this person feels extremely, extremely remorseful for what they have done. And they are sorry that, they did this. That is just not how they wanted things to go, but they do know, and they're accepting responsibility. I just want everyone to know that whoever this person is, they are now stepping up, and they're trying to deal with their fear and face whatever it is that they have going on, and they are now embracing religion and spirituality. They are getting guidance from the divine. They are now getting guidance from either their spirit guides, their angels, God's talking directly to them. Somehow they're getting messages from the divine on how to move forward and how to heal this situation. And they are finally listening. They're finally listening to the guidance that they are getting, whereas before they would just ignore it. And this says the spirit whisperer. But this person has a higher knowing now. They have a higher understanding and knowing about that this is karmic. It's karma. They're having to pay some sort of karmic debt. And, that things were supposed to play out this way. And it was because of this recognition. It was because of the recognition of this relationship and connection that, this person was able to, be open to a higher knowing and now divine guidance. I love it. I just love it. Wow. Okay. I am going to read, give me 1 second here. I am going to read some of the chakra, the sacral chakra, because all of this has to do with something around the sacral chakra. So let's see, because today I'm going to be doing some, sort of writing down my, things I want to release, my intentions, and, doing some of my own letting go and manifesting today around the moon energy. But I wanted to go ahead and read a little bit about this. And it's interesting because, sacral chakra is in the ovaries, you know, the uterus area. That's, you know, the testicles for a man. I mean, that's where it is. It's down in that area. And, you know, it's about I want. So the sacral chakra is the second chakra. And it actually is there to balance our energy. And it's one of those things that it relates to our emotions, our desires, creativity, and sexuality. So this, whatever is going on, has really, it definitely has to do with a romantic partnership. Yeah, it has to do with some sort of romantic partnership. That's what I'm getting. So, yeah. Wow. Okay. So let me just recap here. So we have this person who's now under a period of self-care, self-discipline, trying not to make judgments, harsh judgments on other people, setting boundaries, really in their emotions right now about things that played out in the situation, abandoning the person that they love, and they are really trying to heal they need healing. So if you are you know, thinking of this person, I would do, you know, something to help them maybe clear the sacral chakra, you know, do a meditation for them or something if you're not in contact. But yeah, so that's what's happening. They are, you know, dealing with the fact that they are guilty. There was this deceit that happened. They were wearing a mask. They were not being honest. And the reason they weren't being honest, or what they were being dishonest about, was being discontent. There's something around the fact that whatever this person was in, whatever situation, it was not fulfilling them, which is why they were looking elsewhere for, you know, for happiness. And so in doing that, they told a lot of lies. So yeah, so this person is having to face the authority figure and address those lies in the material world. So something in the material world has been uncovered. So let's look at this last group here. I love it. Wow. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. I know, this is just so amazing. I swear, you guys, I'm not kidding. I'm sorry. I'm just laughing because honestly, I couldn't even hand pick these cards to match the way these cards come out. It is just so amazing. Okay, where to start here? So whoever this is, they've been in, you know, a very kind of dark place. They've been dealing with the breakdown of their foundation. They realize they've hurt a lot of people, including the one that they now recognize as their partner, their sacred partner. And they want to move forward towards their, you know, towards their love. Whatever they've been in, this card here, it says, revive the dormant. And I'm going to read that because I feel it has something to do with transformation. Yeah, something to do with transformation, but I'm going to read it. Let's see. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So this is what it says. Are you plagued by regret over dreams unexplored? Do you wonder what might have been had you taken a different road? Are you mourning lost opportunities that you feel you surrendered long ago, believing it's too late or you're too old to pursue them at this time? No, you aren't being tormented by the past, but you are being encouraged to review it and sift through the dust to find that lost treasure. The spirit of life is touching your shoulder and challenging you to re-engage. Yes, some things are gone forever and must be accepted, mourned, and forgotten. But others only appear that way and are really just waiting for you to breathe life into them. Your soul's purpose right now is to separate what's dead from the merely dormant. Bury the deceased and no longer look back at them with sentimental regret. Then give the inactive all you have in order to revive them, whether in your art, your relationships, or even in your health. Your soul's lesson is to find the courage to let go of what no longer exists. As Christ said, let the dead bury the dead. Give your full attention to what wants to live in you, that you've neglected or not supported. Let your inner lover, artist, or adventurer, oh man, look at that. Look, adventure, I love it. And synchronicity. Oh my God, stop it. And love partnership, get out of here. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm sorry, but whoever this is wants to go on an adventure with the person they love. And that is just no coincidence. That is a divine synchronicity about this love partnership. And you know why? Because they know that with this person, they are going to have domestic harmony. So they want to go take a leap of faith on this adventure and really pursue this love partnership and enjoy domestic harmony. Oh, I love it. Yay. Okay, where was I? All right. So yeah, let your inner lover, artist, or adventurer thrive and quit using your intellect and ego to kill these creative parts of you. This self that's trying to emerge will bring new vitality to your life. Wow. Okay. So this person too has also probably either hasn't been in communication or very little communication. And what they have been thinking about is all the things that have gone wrong, that they've lost, they've not taken advantage of in their life. And they've really been in a just melancholy mourning, just focusing so much on what is no longer. And I completely agree is that we need to honor those things that we have lost and have some time to really, you know, thank those people and experiences and appreciate them for what they've done in our lives and how they have helped us to get to this place. But then accept the fact that it's now over. It's now, it's done. It's dead. It needs to be buried and, you know, released, and focus on the things that are alive, that are vibrant. You know, this person, I think it goes back to this card here, Anubis. They are now realizing that this entire time they have been focusing on what they've done in whatever foundation they have, and they have been sort of wallowing in the guilt and the fear and all of that. Yet the whole entire time they had a, you know, huge, amazing adventure opportunity to have, you know, this love partnership and domestic harmony. And yet they weren't even accepting it. They weren't even going after it. They basically abandoned this amazing opportunity, and they're questioning now, can I have a second chance? Will I be able to have a second chance with this person? Will I be able to make things right this time? Because I really blew it. I should not have been focusing. I was focusing on the wrong things. I was trying to revive what was dead. I was trying to get the defibrillators, on the dead corpse. Come on! And, it's just a flat line. It's dead. So they realized that was not in their best interest. And it also wasn't honoring themselves and what they truly wanted. Because of that, they know now that they need to, gather their self-esteem. They need to find balance in their lives, finding balance, having self-care, being able to, really just take the necessary steps now, because that's what they're being guided to do. So as they are finding that balance and learning to love themselves, learning to have that self-worth and, honoring themselves in this love, they will be able to revive what was dormant. This person is extremely sad. They are extremely sad being without you. They are extremely sad for what they've done and extremely, like I said, remorseful. However, the situation that they are in is dead. And I will show you here at the bottom of this deck, it says death. And I wondered what death meant. I didn't know if they were talking about a person, a relationship, but to me, it looks like some sort of commitment that has to do with the foundation is now dead. And, this person is sad because their whole life is changing. They're in a metamorphosis. They are in a phase. So if they don't contact you right away, just know that they are trying to find balance. They are in a metamorphosis. They are changing. And I love it because I wanted to use my butterfly life changes cards, and there's all these butterflies. And then I got the butterfly card. I love it. Transforming. It's just so amazing. But they are doing that. They're working on their self-esteem. They're working on self-care. And they also, I got the message that for some who basically tried to put a Band-Aid on the situation and or blinders to the situation through work, through overworking and working themselves to death, Spirit is working with them and sort of, putting these obstacles in their way to really force them not so much into retirement, but into more of a state of retirement. So they aren't so obsessed and codependent and, just ridiculously, obsessed, I think, in work. They are trying to give them the message that they need to take a step back. They need to get more rest. They need to have more self-care. Work is not everything. Money is not everything. It is not what's important. What's important is, the beauty in life, enjoying what is alive. And it was almost like they were killing themselves, working so hard and trying to create this false foundation that they really felt dead inside. They almost were like a walking zombie, just like a mannequin. And so now they are using their intuition because they're open now, they're receptive, and they're allowing this transformation to occur. I love it. This is the Swan Queen, transformation, intuition, patience. And, the swans are the twins. I love it. So, the two of you probably have a lot of communication in the 5D and definitely have, a very psychic connection. Also, I'm getting the message here because I see they're saying that one of the things that Spirit wants is for you to also, the viewer, pay attention to your intuition and pay attention to the signs, because you are being given signs of confirmation. So don't discard those, and just know that all these things are coming together, but it's going to, you know, oh, the dreaded P word is that we have to be patient. So yeah, all this stuff takes time to, you know, really change and transform. So, you know, this person as well, because they're using their intuition and they are, you know, listening and they are aware of what this partnership is, they want to do more acts of selflessness. They realize that this whole situation, they've been extremely selfish and making decisions to suit their own needs, and they have not protected their love. They have not protected the relationship. They have not fed and nurtured and cared for the relationship the way they should have. They were trying to water a dead plant instead of watering the little seed and the bud that was, you know, growing over here. So right now, we aren't dead. We're just on life support. So hopefully this person, as they find balance, get their self-esteem, their self-worth, they are going to come forward and you will see a change, a difference, because they will start being more selfless. They will start giving more. They will start doing without you having to ask. They are going to go out of their way to show you how much they do treasure, honor, and love you. And they are going to take conscious action to repair this relationship. Now, they don't know if it's going to work. You know, they are feeling panicky. They're feeling panicky because, you know, this is a whole new territory for them. This is a whole new, you know, they've been in a possible long-term commitment and their whole foundation is changing. So this is bringing where, you know, they probably feel some level of excitement, you know, to take the next steps and to, you know, have these opportunities. They're feeling a lot of panic. It's making them feel that fear. That Nine of Swords, yeah, this guy. So, you know, cut them some slack, let them, you know, work through this, but they will be doing, you know, more to show their gratitude and appreciation. And this person knows that they've kind of been a taker. They've really been a taker, and it was in order for them to, you know, sort of gain success, and they didn't really pay attention to who they stepped on or what they, you know, did to get to certain places. They just wanted to achieve. And now that they've been humbled a little bit, they are, you know, realizing that being in gratitude and selflessness and humility feels so much better. And the quality of their relationships is going to be so much better by being that way. And look at how, I love that. What a happy, I mean, yeah, I love it. Monk or Buddha or whatever. He's just, you know, when you are in that state of mind and you're in that energy, I mean, you are one, you are illuminated with the love of the divine, and there is nothing that you need, want. It's a feeling of complete bliss. And so the more we can tap into that and live that in our day-to-day life, the happier we'll be. And what I love is here we have card number 5, which is change, and that's the throat chakra. So this person probably has not spoken to you yet or told you what's going on. They are still trying to find balance and understanding in their situation. But the message I am also getting here, they do want you to know, and it's very clear. They're making the necessary sacrifices now. Whereas before, like I said, when they were coming from a more selfish perspective, they were not willing to sacrifice certain things, but now they are. So they want you to know that they are making the necessary changes and sacrifices in order to have this partnership, this sacred union. So, yeah, that is beautiful. Wow. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so happy with this message. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it. Oh, you know, say some prayers, light a candle for your person. They are dealing with a lot, and again, this is changing their whole world. This is changing their whole way of thinking. They're having to really strip themselves of all of the BS that they had sort of, you know, again, cloaked themselves in for so long. And, you know, metamorphosis, you know, we know that that butterfly is going to come out of the cocoon, but there's a lot of pain and a lot of, you know, I can't imagine it's fun in there. I can't imagine it's fun in there while they're going from the caterpillar to the butterfly. So anyway, I am going to get one message here from my universal love messages, I think is what it's called, or universe has your back love messages. So I'm going to pull a card from there and see what message this person has for us, for you, the viewer. Again, these cards are so hard to shuffle. Oh my goodness. They're thick. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get a card. So what is this? Ooh. Okay. Oh, okay. One more. I need to pull one more. Oh, two more. All right. I love it. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, I'm just going to read this here. It says, earlier disappointments were just rehearsal for the great stuff coming your way. So again, it's a message to the person you're dealing with and also a message to you as well. So all of the disappointments that you both have experienced thus far in your lives, in this relationship and connection, get ready for the great stuff. Put to rest, bury with this moon, this new moon, bury that shit, bury it, get rid of it, and welcome the new, welcome the greatness that is yours. It's coming. It really is. It's coming. So let's see what other messages we have here. Okay. I love this. So it says, if your, person lives far away, you guys are at a distance, not communicating, just know, it says love doesn't have to mean near. So this person wants you to know that even though they may not be with you physically, right there beside you, that they do love you. They love you so much, and they are, with you in the 5D. They know you two are already united, and they do want to be with you in the physical. They want to be close to you. So even though, love, yeah, it doesn't have to mean near, but they do want to be close to you. And they realize now that they've spent a lot of time, away from you, that they could have been with you. So, just know that even though they have done that, they have always loved you. So I love that. And this card here, it says, convince yourself, not others. So this is a very clear message to me, is that if you are speaking about this person and your circumstances and other people, and they are either not supportive or don't understand what it is that you're going through, and you're trying to defend this relationship, defend your connection, defend, you know, the situation, F that. You don't need to convince anyone but yourself. And I think that's also what this person learned, is that they were trying to defend themselves and convince everyone else that what they were doing was right, and that, you know, they couldn't understand why they were lying, but they did it because they knew that they were not living their truth, and they wanted to go towards what their heart desired, but they didn't know how to express it. And they're now trying to tell people, hey, you know, this is why, this is what was happening. But they're coming to the understanding that all those things that they were worried about these other people and what they thought and what they wanted and all of that was horseshit. They need to convince themselves, not these other people. It's what you think, what you want, what matters to you, how you feel. You're the only person living your life. Nobody else. No one else. You don't have to give that control to someone else. And I don't care if you're in a marriage or commit, whatever. You are your own person. You're responsible for your own side of the street. And, you know, that's up to you. So don't give someone else that power to control you. So you feel you have to lie and sneak around or whatever, you know, the circumstance was. Okay, and then the last one here, I love this. And you know, for some reason, I want to say I was watching Stephanie on Just Keep Swimming 11:11, my girl, and I could have sworn, because we have a tendency to do this when we do readings for each other because we don't live in the same state. We will pull the same cards and we will sit for I don't know how long and just squeal about how amazing it is that we will pull from the same deck the exact same cards. It's unreal. Or we'll pull the same messages from other cards, but it'll be the same. So anyway, it's pretty fun. But I swear I thought she pulled this. If she didn't, forgive me. However, this is a beautiful message. This person that you're watching this video for wants you to enjoy your extraordinary uniqueness, because to them, you are one of a kind. You are one of a kind, and they know that they have never and will never meet anyone like you. You are extraordinary to them. You are beautiful to them. You are everything that they have dreamt about. And so they want you to wake up every day and know that you are extraordinary to them. And embrace that. Live your life. You know, go out into the world and bless the world the way you have blessed this person with your love and presence in their life. So anyway, that's the message. That's it. That's all I have. Woo! I need to go get some water or something. My tea over here is cold as ice. So, but I need to go get something to drink. Oh my goodness. That was a lot of information. Anyway, I had so much fun giving you guys this reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you found some of this helpful. I will be back again for another reading. I'm getting the hang of this. I am loving it. And so I will be back. And in the meantime, everyone take care. Have a beautiful Friday night, you know, in this new Aries moon. And, you know, I wish you just a wonderfully blessed and joyous and full weekend. I look forward to all that's coming up. And again, check out my website also the description box with my specials. And if you have any questions, please, contact me. I appreciate all your comments. And so that's that for now. Love all of you so much. Bye.